Good evening, everybody. This is Scottish National Open Swimming Championships here at the Royal Commonwealth Pool in the capital of Edinburgh. This is session 9, the Sunday finals, the final day of 3 days of fantastic swimming. And it's the final lot of finals. And I'm Tony Rose, and I'm joined by Ian Wright, our Scottish National coach. Welcome, Ian.
Good evening,
Good to have you here. Nice little shot there of the pool. And we're going to be kicking off as we've got the races for tonight. 4x50 medley relays first. We've got 2 heats of that. And we've got female 200 free, male and open 400 free, 100 flies for both, 50 breasts for both, 50 free for both, 200 backs for both. Finished off with some mixed medleys at the end. So Ian, any particular highlights you're looking forward to this evening?
Well, I think the medleys, the relays at the beginning and the end will add a little bit of excitement to the session for us. The 4x50 mixed relays are always an exciting event. I'm quite interested to see how the 50 freestyles go tonight. There were some good heat swims in those, so it'd be good if we can see a little bit quicker on that. But I mean, all the events tonight have some interest for us, I think.
Absolutely, and it's been a good meet for. I mean, a lot of the swimmers are away at under 23 Europeans, and there's other events been going on coming up in the year, so it's been a good opportunity for some other swimmers to shine over the last 2-3 days as well.
Yeah, the GB squad has about a number of Scottish swimmers in it, and some of those have been in the European Under 23 Champs this week. A couple have gone off to European Junior Championships, which start on Tuesday, and then there's been others out racing at the Seti Colli meet in Rome, which means some of the big names are not here, but it's given a great opportunity for other people to step into the limelight and take a chance to win a title or a medal or make a final that they might not otherwise have done.
Definitely. So we're just waiting up for the this first heat of the freestyle mixed freestyle. You're not seeing the swimmers at the side at the moment, but there we have the teams that are in this. And in lane 1 we have Dumfries, they're a junior team. Lane 2 is Best from the Borders. Lane 3 we have Aberdeen Dolphins, which is also a junior team. Carnegie in 4. City of Glasgow's junior team in 5. In 6 it's Glenrothes, also a junior team. Stirling Swimming B in lane 7, and Glenalbin over from Dublin in lane 8. This is the first of 2 heats, and so the junior title will be won by one of those 4 teams in this first. Oh, it's actually the third heat. We had 2 heats earlier on this afternoon, and so we've got a good junior final effectively coming up straight away. You can see the swimmers on the side of the pool there, and then into the final heat, I should say. And we've had records in the 4x1 relays this last couple of days, and there was a Scottish record over at the European Juniors, I think, wasn't there, in one of the mixed relays on Friday, and so that got the Scottish record down, and then the club record was broken by Edinburgh University here.
Yeah, interestingly, it was the GB team, but all 4 people
Scots
in the final were all Scottish, so we'll be able to count that as a Scottish record.
Yeah, and it'll be down as a GB team as a Scottish record, which is doesn't happen very often, I don't think.
No.
So that's good to see. So we're just waiting now for the referees to get us under control. These meets are pretty strictly timed. Everyone's given a start time for each of their finals, scheduled out right to the last minute, and allows these swimmers to prepare properly. You know, a lot of them have different preparation in terms of time and how they do it, Ian. And the timing and all this is pretty important, isn't it, for swimmers to just get their preparation right? Yeah,
certainly the best swimmers these days, including our best age group swimmers, will have their timeline really well worked out to the minute. You know, so they look to know what time their race is starting, and they'll work backwards from that.
Yep.
As to what time they need to speak to their coach, what time they need to put their racing suit on. Given that usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes to do that.
Not easy these days, is it?
And then prior to that, what time they need to get out of the water from their warm-up, and then how long their warm-up normally takes. They should know that, and therefore what time they should get in the water.
Yeah.
So really, they should have all been working to a timeline, which is why it's important that the event sticks to the timeline if we can.
Yeah, you never see it running early, really. Sometimes late when you have problems with blocks or just false starts or whatever, but they often just keep it to schedule, so even that means a slight pause in proceedings, just to make sure that preparation doesn't get disrupted. So here we go into this third heat. I say 2 earlier on. First one this evening, going off well in lane number 5. That is Nikolai Sisnet, strong young talent from City of Glasgow. In 7, Greer van der Meulen. And I say, just remind you the junior teams in lanes 1, 3, 5 and 6, so we'll keep an eye on that. And the teams here, they can mix any combination in terms of order for females and males, can't they?
Yes, it can be any order you choose. Often in this event, people will like to get out in front with the male swimmers to establish a lead, and then let the female swimmers go after that. But there's a couple of teams already, you can see, are changing that plan.
Stirling have adopted that one by the looks of things, and they are in the lead by a reasonable margin there over in lane 7. Junior teams, Aberdeen Dolphins at the moment.
A good split by the Stirling swimmer Lachlan Small there, 23.9.
That's pretty swift. I think he won. Did he win the 50? No, it's Alfie Price won the 50 junior title, didn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's later on, isn't it? So he's into there. And as we come, it's Stirling in the lead. Second it is Aberdeen Dolphins. They are the junior team, as are City of Glasgow in 5, so all to play for between Aberdeen Dolphins. Heather Clubb going for Aberdeen and Gina Wren for City of Glasgow. Who's going to get that junior title? Coming through quick in 4 is Carnegie. But it looks like it's going to be Stirling to take the heat. And Aberdeen Dolphins, it looks like, are going to get that junior title as they come in, just edging out Stirling. It's Carnegie who took it in 4. I'm not sure that's right. I think Stirling Swim did take that. We'll wait for that result to be corrected there, or at least confirmed. No, Carnegie come in the lead. Aberdeen Dolphins take the junior title. In second place, Stirling Swimming just edged out into 3rd. So nice there for Aberdeen taking that junior title. That team consisted of Harry Cook, Atanas Irinkov, Iona Riki Ayala and Heather Clubb. And that's the victorious junior team. Now moving into the final heat, all declared winners these. So University of Aberdeen Performance B in 1, South Ayrshire in 2, City of Glasgow A team in 3, Edinburgh University A team in 4, University of Aberdeen Performance A team in 5, Heart of Midlothian in 6, Stirling Swimming's A team in 7, and City of Glasgow B team there in lane 8. No junior teams here, and it looks like they're all going for your thoughts there, Ian. At least male swimmers all in every lane across the pool here.
Yeah, I think the Edinburgh team in lane 4 will be a strong favourite here. They've got the fastest quartet on paper.
Yep.
The other teams are good, but I don't see anyone getting ahead of that Edinburgh team.
Let's see what happens in the pool. I suppose they could only beat themselves, get themselves disqualified maybe, but you think...
Could be Riri McKinnon to lead it out though, the Glasgow swimmer. Yeah, 23.6, that's a pretty decent effort from him in the heats.
Yeah, Finlay Clubb there for Edinburgh. It's now for Glasgow. This is Finlay Sang up against Stefan Kravic over there in 7 and 8. We've got Magnus Morris and Aidan Kay. The Glasgow B team in lane 8 are not that far behind their A team compatriots.
And they're in exactly together, the Glasgow and Edinburgh team on this third leg, with the girls Ciara Morris from Glasgow and Yasmin Hamlin from Edinburgh. This is where I expect Edinburgh just to edge ahead slightly on this one, and then on that final length they've got Drew McKenzie. I would expect her to really hold off the Glasgow swimmer, but it's very close in that far side for 3rd place.
Very, very close indeed. There's 2 good races going on here. So Drew McKenzie up against Melissa Mainwaring, is having a great championship. Good dive from Melissa, look at that.
Yeah, really good takeover from Melissa. She got a superb start and came up ahead of Drew, but Drew's now taken the lead.
I think Drew's fastest into the 50 final this evening, so not unsurprising, but Melissa's really hanging on there. Who's going to get 3rd? Looks like it's lane 6. It's Heart of Midlothian, and they were just touched out last night in the 4x100 mixed medley relay, and they just get a medal this time. 1:41.79, Edinburgh Uni. That was a good race.
Yeah, great swim from them. 26.2 from Lily Mundell on their final 50, but Drew McKenzie 25.7, I think, on the final leg for for Edinburgh, helping them to the win.
And Hart Midlothian, 2 male swimmers, Finlay Saunders 24, James Lauder 28 at the beginning there. So
Right.
senior swimmers showing the way, with Layla Witherspoon and Lily Mundell making up that quartet. So that's the relays over. That was good stuff. And now we're going to move on to the female 200 metres freestyle. And we've got 3 finals here. We have a para final up first. We then have a B final. And then we have the open final at the end. So there's a number of these events have a para final in them. And so the first 3 or 4 events all have para finals, and then a couple later on in the 50s. So we'll look forward to them. And that's Grace Robinson, S14 Team GB Para. I've got a team up for this meet. Sienna Oxby there, another Team GB Para swimmer. And then lane 4. In lane 5, we've got Olivia Newman-Baronius coming through, hopefully, into another Team GB Para swimmer. Just waiting for the swimmers to come out. We only got 2, maybe. We had Olivia and Amy were on the start list, but let's just double check on that.
Well, they are on the start list I have.
Yep.
And that's a bit odd if 2 of them have gone missing.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
usually
we'll
see that.
go with what we've got, and that's in lane 4. That's Sienna Oxby, and in lane 6, I think that is Amy McFarlane, another swimmer at 32. We've also got Bethany Firth, who's a S14 para swimmer in the B final, and she is eligible still for medaling in this event, even though she's not in the para final. So we'll just need to keep our eyes open on that and then get to the next heat. And of course, in these events, it's not the time necessarily that makes the difference, is it? It's the scoring, although all these swimmers are S14, so it will be whoever's fastest will get the medals. And in lane 4 we have Sienna Oxby. So there's do we all usually have para finals in the Scottish Open? Is that a regular feature now for the last few years?
They've been there for many years, but I think we have a few extra ones now compared to when we first brought them in. There isn't a para final in every event, because some of the events are not normal para classification races. Para tend not to do the stroke 200s, fly back breast. You can swim them, of course, but there's usually a specific event for paras in those ones. And the 50-metre events for paras tend to be category specific as well. So generally, usually for the lower class categories, and not always for the higher class categories. So it does vary, but that's why the points thing is also important to determine results if it is multi-class. But as you said, these girls are all S14, and with Bethany still to come in the next heat, so her time will actually count against these 2 on points.
Indeed, pretty impressive for Bethany getting in that final in lane 1, the hard swimmer. I think Paul was telling me we'll focus on Bethany when we get to the B final. We've got Sienna here and Amy McFarlane. Amy McFarlane, 32, she's been around for a long time. The Motherwell swimmer, swimming in lane 6, and Paul was saying he not dreaded to think, he couldn't imagine how many Scottish titles she's had over the last probably 16 years. They're in lane number 6, so she's, assuming she doesn't get disqualified, guaranteed another medal here. She's got at least 3rd with the non-show of Grace and Olivia. I think both Grace and Olivia have got events later on as well, so yeah, both of, well, Olivia's certainly in the 100 fly, so I suspect they may have just been saving themselves. But in we come, Sienna there, 2:23.02, just slightly outside her time from the heats this morning. And Amy McFarlane from Motherwell was a 2:50 this morning, and she's coming in in lane 6 to get second place in this race. And it's going to be maybe just over that 250, but we'll just check here. 252, so not too far out of her time this morning. So that's Sienna and Amy completed, and we'll move on now. Conformation there of the 1-2 in that para final. We're now going to move on to the B final, and they're already up at the blocks. In this one, we have Bethy Firth from Ards in lane 1, Anna Farrow, Bath University in 2, Alice Forrest from Derwentward and Gateshead in 3, Paige van der Westhuysen, University of Stirling in 4, Maria Machenko, University of Aberdeen Performance in 5, Catherine Bailey, University of Stirling in 6, Lily Mundell, Heart of Midlothian in 7, and Rosie Forster, the Warrender swimmer, out there in lane 8. So 207 out to 210 in the heats this morning. Paige van der Westhuysen, the fastest in a 2.7. She was a 2.5 coming into this meet. Bethany Firth, as we said before, in lane 1, Ards swimmer. She was Miss Paris last year to have a baby, so she's now had her baby and back in, and performing pretty well.
Yeah, Bethany's very successful in the para arena, and has the ability to match a lot of able-bodied races as well.
And she's doing that here in the lane 1 down here, going off well in 5. Maria Machenko, University of Aberdeen swimmer. She's just edged ahead a wee bit there. She was second in this B final last year, so I'm sure she'll be wanting to see if she can go one better. Take it this time.
About 101 here, now 1 minute .97 for Mary Mishenko from the University of Aberdeen out there in lane 5. Eased into the lead.
Going well in 2. We've got Anna Farrow from Bath University. But really, it could be any one of these 5, couldn't it?
Yeah, and even lane 6. Catherine Bailey not far away from those 5 as well.
Look at this very, very close final here, or B final. Oh, this is one of our closest we've had. Look at that. There's less than half a second between all 5 swimmers here.
Wow. There we go, there's the charge for the line.
Goodness me, no letting up. Marie Mishenko maybe here in lane 3. Alice Forrest is coming through fast, the Derwentward and Gateshead swimmer. And it is maybe Alice who's just edging ahead. The 16-year-old. She came into this meet on a 2:05, and she has just edged it ahead here. 2:06.42. Paige van der Westhuizen came through fast, and Catherine Bailey just didn't have enough to catch her, and she takes 3rd in that final. Just missed the time for Bethany. Just grab that. So 2:08.79 for her. So that's faster than she went this morning, and looks like she'll take that para title. Good race there.
Yeah, really excellent race, that one. I mean, it was very hard to tell who was going to win it, and it wasn't until the final 25 that Alice came through there. So good racing from those girls. There was a couple of them that even had already swam in the relays.
Yep.
Earlier, like Lily Mundell, so she might have been slightly tired from that.
Bit of a warm-up.
But yeah, hopefully it was also warmed her up a bit more.
So we're on to the open final now. Phoebe Arbuckle just gone through your screen, the Warren Bath swimmer. Tasha Dupre there, Millfield School. Mary Craig just gone through Edinburgh University. Jessica Podger, Bath University in 4. Her teammate Jemima Hall in 5. Catherine Renfrew, the Perth City swimmer in 6. Evie Mackey, the only a junior in this race, in 7. And Maisie Guilford, another Bath University swimmer, in lane 8. So Bath University, a regular feature in the meets up here in Scotland. They're good.
Yeah,
Come
well
to
represented today. Their coach Mark Skimming brought these girls up to race here, and they're doing a good job so far.
Yep, and regulars to Edinburgh International and Scottish Short Course as well. So good to have them here, and there's 3 of them all swimming in this one. So what's your thoughts on this race coming in here?
Well, I'm interested to see how Phoebe Arbuckle goes as well, because she swam a really good 400 last night.
She did.
Claiming a good performance there. She's done a good 800 as well today.
She did, not that long ago.
So she might be a wee bit tired from that. It depends how quickly she's recovered from about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, and she didn't hold back actually. I thought at some point she was maybe going to ease back a bit on that second half, but she just kept going. She was well ahead. So
only a couple of seconds outside of PB.
Yeah.
So we'll watch for her, but this 200 is a shorter distance for her, a little bit more difficult. I'm also keen to see Catherine Renfrew and Evie Mackey, who are a couple of our fast improving junior athletes, see how they can go.
Yep. Evie's won a whole stash of junior titles over the last few days. Catherine won a silver medal last night in the 50 fly, I think. She just missed out on winning that one. And going ahead, Jemima Hall, 28 points. She has gone out pretty well, but this 200, it can shift around quite a lot, can't it, as you go through here? People just pace it differently.
Yeah, it's so important the pace on the 200 free. You want to just hold in on the second 50, and then just to hold time on the third 50, you're going to have to increase effort. So this is where it really counts now. Your technique at this point is critical.
So it's Jess Podger, that 50 was the fastest there coming through maybe. Up against her Bath teammate. Pretty close between the two of them. Not a lot at all. They seem to be moving slightly away from the rest, maybe trying to keep up Catherine Renfrew, one of the swimmers you mentioned earlier. Also going well, Mary Craig, the University of Edinburgh swimmer, but Catherine's come through into third. And, Jess Podger still slowly catching up on Jemima, and Catherine's coming through strong there in lane 6.
It's looking like an excellent swim from Catherine Renfrew. Can't you get any closer to our two leaders?
She's coming in on a 2:03, Catherine, and she's pushing hard, but it looks like Jemima Hall, who has led from the very first length, has really judged this very well. Jess Podger going to be second, 2:01, 2:02.11. 2:02.81 second, and Catherine Renfrew comes in a 2:03.11, so that's improvement there for Catherine on her entry time coming into the meet, so that's a good swim. You're pleased to see that?
Yeah, that's a superb swim from Catherine Renfrew. Not to take anything away from Jemima Hall, and Jess Podger on a 2:02, and Mary Craig also swimming well there to claim fourth in a 2:04.
So, and Evie Mackey, just to confirm, will take that junior title. And moving on now to the Male and Open 400 freestyle. Another three finals this evening, with para final first, then the B final, and finally the A final. And there's good races. I know we've had the 800 already today and a 400 for the Male and Open, so I'm not sure there's many of them doubling up. There are a few. Some of the juniors, Alexander Brown, Aidan Anderson and Connor Aspinall, all swam the 800 this afternoon and are in this 400 final, but we'll focus on the para final with Akash Das from Team GB Para in 1, Max Davies, Team GB in 2, both of them S8 category. In lane 3, Bjorn Owen, the South Lanarkshire swimmer, he's an S9. In lane 4, Rowan Brennan, Team GB Para again, is a category 10. In Thomas Navarro Barber in 5, S9 category. Sam Downey, University of Stirling swimmer, category 8, and in lane 7 we have Team GB Para Team Lewis Jones. So 7 swimmers in this one, and this one will be all down to the points, so we'll run this through in terms of times in the pool, but each of these, a lot of these swimmers across different categories here, and so it'll only be when we get the this point score. It'll take about 5 or 10 minutes to run that through, so we'll just have to wait for confirmation of that, but that's how it'll be run through. And the times in the pool, 4:34 through to 5:01, and Rowan Brennan has had a good meet. He's done pretty well across a number of events. A lot of these are the younger para swimmers that they brought up to this event.
And yeah, Bjorn Arn, who swims for South Lanarkshire at the Hamilton Club, making really good improvements, Bjorn, in the para swimming world. He's dropping his PBs almost every swim meet this year, and progressed a lot in the last 12 months. So he's edging closer and closer to that GB squad place, if you like. Not quite there yet, but interested to see how he gets on here.
Well, he's done plenty of PBs at this event, seems to be holding his own against all these GB swimmers, so hopefully he can do his breakthrough in the not too distant future.
And Sandown is another one that we're quite interested in. He's on our national programmes in Scotland and swam in Paris, so we'll see how he goes too.
Yep, so there will be some variation across the pool with these different categories of impairment. Got a number of S8s in lanes 1, 2 and 6, S9s in lanes 3, 5 and 7, and Rowan Brennan, the S10 category, in lane 4. And it is those centre lanes. Rowan's going to have to swim faster than the rest of them. He's got a less impairment, the swimmer in lane 4, so he will need to be faster to push himself into seeing if he can win the overall. Going well is Bjorn Owen, as you just highlighted there, Ian, and he's gone out fast.
Yeah, I think he likes that tends, from what I've seen, that tends to be the way he likes to swim his races. Get out there and attacking it, and that's always a good, brave thing to do if you're capable of doing that and putting up with the pain that comes later and holding on.
Yeah, indeed.
It is the best way for some people. Not everyone's way of doing it. Other people like to be out a much more controlled way, and then come back strong in the second half.
Yeah, so the points this morning, so Thomas had the highest points from this morning with 740. Bjorn was only 8 points behind him on 732, followed by Sam Downey in the S8 category with 717. So we can use that as a bit of a gauge from this afternoon swim until this evening swim in terms of relativity. Still Bjorn though ahead, with Thomas just behind him. So at the moment Thomas needs to go faster. Just be slightly slower than Owen to still take the overall title, and he's just behind but not a lot. And Rowan Brennan has to pick up quite a bit of pace on these two to take the overall title, and he's pulling away a wee bit now.
Yeah, having had 3 in the line now, we've got a clear distinction between first, second and third.
Indeed.
Lane 4 coming into the turn, 3 lengths to go.
Yeah, I think in the point scheduling, I think they're 1, 2, 3 at the moment, but I think in that points they're going to be 3, 2, 1. But let's not try and second guess that too much. We'll need to wait for the official results. But Rowan's just picked up a wee bit. Came into the meet in a 4:23, which is about 11 seconds faster than he went in this morning's heats. A 19-year-old.
Which is pretty good. Still.
Yep. And they've got, I think there's the para window for the World Champs opens again, doesn't it? There's a meet coming up in a few weeks' time, yes, down in Sheffield, I think.
It's the British summer meet, as they call it, Next Gen Championships in Sheffield in the end of July, is the next and final qualifying opportunity to make the World Championship team for the para squad, which is a little bit later than the other World Championship events.
Yep. I think there's 15 already qualified, something like that, and para swimmers have a second window of opportunity. The able-bodied swimmers teams are already picked, and they're off preparing for that. And Rowan there, 3:55.68.
Given how close it was the first part of the race, it's now really stretched out.
It really has.
And Rowan is 10 metres ahead now.
Yep. And he with a 4:23 this morning. Sorry, 4:23 entry. 4:34 this morning. He's looking good here. He's going to get under that. And here he comes in. I'll just make a note of these. So 4:28.71. So that's quite 6 seconds faster than he went this morning. Good swim here from Bjorn Owen. And he comes in a 4:35. So that's about 3 seconds up on his swim this morning. Into third in the pool is Tamas Navarro Barber, 4:43. Slightly down on this morning's swim, so it's going to be really tight between Rowan Brennan and Bjorn Owen, I think. There, Sam Downey coming in a 4:54, which is bang on what he did this morning. So we'll just have to wait to see those results when they come, and we'll keep you posted on them. We'll see it obviously when we get to the presentations. And here comes in lane 1. This is Akash Das, the S8 swimmer, 17-year-old. Keeping the stroke going here with about 20 metres to go. The time he set this morning was a 5:34. And in he comes, 5:33, so he's under that time from this morning's swim. Well done, Akash. That finishes the race. The swimmer's getting out the pool before we move. So that's confirmation of the result in the pool. As I say, we will bring you the actual points results of that when we get them. Shouldn't take too long. And presentations for those 400 events will be coming up shortly after the 100 flies. We're now moving on to the B final of the 400 freestyle. In this one, you can see on the screen Nathan Potter, Bath University in lane 1. Aidan Anderson, University of Aberdeen Performance in 2. Sidar Gullen, Edinburgh Uni in 3. University of Aberdeen Performance, Cameron Travis in 4. In 5, Alexander Brown from Alnwick Dolphins. Conor Aspinall, East Lothian in 6. Ben McLaughlin from University of Aberdeen Performance in 7. And Marlins, Brigham Stetcher. Marlins based in Oman, and he's in lane 8. Just to highlight, we have 3 Scottish juniors in here, so this is effectively a bit of a Scottish junior title swim off. Lane 2, Aidan Anderson, Sandy Brown in 5, and Conor Aspinall in 6. So that's a race within a race.
Yeah, there was a really good swim from Sandy Brown at 4:14 in the heats, and it set him up nicely for a battle with the other 2 juniors, like you say, for the junior title.
Yeah. All of those swimmers swam the 400 earlier on, so they're going to see what their endurance is like coming into this final. That's pretty tough.
It is tough. It is a tough battle, that.
So it is, though. The season campaigner, Cameron Travis, out there in lane 4. Came into this final in a 4:11. Been around for a while, Cameron.
Yeah, it's more known for the 1500.
Yeah.
Sometimes the 800, but very much the 400 is considered part of the repertoire of a distance swimmer.
He was actually fastest into the event with a 3:59 entry time, but just missed out on that main final. So seeing what he can do here in this B final. Going out is that Conor in lane 6, making his mark. He won the junior title in the 200, I think, Conor. And Aidan Anderson has won the 8 and the 15, so meeting in the middle.
Again, it's good to see a couple of young boys just seem to be making some breakthroughs in these longer races. Aidan Anderson's one of them we've noticed already this year, putting in some good performances in 800, 1500, even up on water. And got other names coming to the fore here, like the ones you've been mentioning. So that is good for Scottish swimming.
Yeah, so there's a good pedigree in the 4 and the 200 freestyles. We've looking forward to that.
Yeah, these are tough events, and you have to train really hard to get good for them. And you know, it's been difficult the last few years trying to get people to get the amount of training in, particularly coming off the back of the COVID pandemic, where people were, perhaps some people at least, were more interested in just getting settled back into swimming and getting used to it again, rather than just going all in for the competition. So it has, I think that's probably slowed things down a wee bit in the system, but there are individuals bucking that trend.
Yeah, it was actually quite difficult to do 1500s post-pandemic because not many meets had any 1500 races. There just wasn't the capacity as we came out of the pandemic, but that's gone now. Plenty of opportunity, and I think open water swimming took a bit of a rise after the pandemic as well, because that was one of the few things you could do, was go out and swim in lochs in the sea during the pandemic. So a bit of a trend came in after that. This is pretty close in the water here. Nathan Potter in 1, coming through. Conor Aspinall, early leader. Sandy Brown, you may want that junior title. Look at that, not a lot between them. 1/10 of a second between Conor and Sandy.
All to play for down the final 2 lengths.
Yeah, so Sandy's after his first freestyle Scottish junior title. Conor after his second. He's going to edge it here. Nathan Potter not out of it down here in lane 1 to take the B final. And he's going to take this one. Oh, very close. Nathan Conor just 100th ahead of Sandy Brown. He's got the legs of those two as they come down this last 50. Sandy looking good.
Yeah, it's very tight here. Lane 1 also putting a great blast.
Looks like the two swimmers in lanes 5 and 6, Sandy and Conor. Nathan a bit out of it here in lane 1. Who's going to take it? It is Sandy. 4:11.88, so that's a nice improvement on his heat time anyway. And
very good.
Which was an improvement on his entry, so he came into this meet in a 4:17 down to 4:11. Nathan Potter takes the second place in that one, as Conor Aspinall just edged out to third, 4:12.25. That's pretty good for him as well. 4:12.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I know the world record's a lot faster than that, but it takes a long time to get good at 400 free, I can promise you. And
absolutely.
Some of those times are a pretty good day for young teenagers.
Yep. It's good to see good race practice as well. Sandy showing his form there.
Yeah, they swam it well. There was a good pacing going on.
So we're now on to the A final. And in this one, we have 5 University of Stirling swimmers up first. And as they come out, we'll introduce them. First one, just waiting there to be called in. I think it's Josh Denham, 20-year-old from University of Stirling. Just waiting a few minutes in the pool. So we'd had Arthur Logan and Luke Hornsey did the 800, chose to do the 800 today, not the 400, so opened up an opportunity for a few other swimmers here. And the first one in is Josh Denham. He's, as I say, the first 5 of these swimmers are the University of Stirling swimmers. Next up, Angus Allison, got silver in both the 400 and 200 IM. Scott Fleming, silver in the 200 fly. Henry Baker, he got third in the 100 free last night. And Arvin Chahal won the 100 free. Lane 6, Bath University's Matthew Warburton, another Bath University swimmer here. His teammate Matthew Baker is in lane 7, and bringing up the field in lane 8 from Gary, that's James Bodie. So 4:04 up to 4:09 in the heats this morning. Matthew Warburton is the fastest into the event. He did a 4:72 at the South East England Scottish summer meet last year. He's in 6.
These races, the strategy and the pacing becomes a lot more critical. You can easily get it wrong on both sides. You can go too hard or too soft. So it's important you establish a good pace, but one you know is within your comfort zone at the beginning, and then gradually you're going to push it on as the race goes on, and you can become more tired, but you've got to fight and dig in there and keep the race going, keep the technique the same, trying to hit the same stroke count for each length.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if you do that, you'll hit a pretty good stroke.
And the 400 has sort of changed over the years, hasn't it? It's sort of become a longer sprint almost, isn't it? You just have to swim fast, not sprint, but you've got to swim hard the whole race.
Yeah, this event in particular, 400 free, and the men's side, and to an extent the women's, you do see them, the winners, the leaders, now really attacking the front of the race.
Yeah, no holding back. And I mean, different people, slightly different pattern of swim, won't they? But looks like lane 5 is taking on what you've just said there. He's attacking it.
You get this, sometimes you get this odd, slightly, it's not odd in reality, but it's odd compared to the rest of the race where something like this, Arvin is a Malaysian swimmer, he's got he'll be swimming at the World Championships for them in a few weeks' time, and he might have a completely different strategy and goal here that he wants to get from this race compared to some of the other ones. So
I think he's more favoured hundreds, and he's more of a sprinter, I think, Arvin, is that right? Or is...
Yeah, well, I don't actually know his 100 PB for this event, but
he won it here, I know that. So
I know he does the whole range, and I've watched him train, and he's very talented.
And he certainly swam well this weekend, especially given, as you say, he's got world champs 2 or 3. Was it 2? How many? Was it 2 weeks away? Or
I think it starts around about the 27th of July.
Right, so a few weeks, but he'll
for the swimming races. Some of the other bits start before this from about the 27th to the 4th of August.
And how far in advance do you think will be teams be going out there to get themselves acclimatised, whether that's weather, whether that's jet lag?
Well, I remember saying probably in this case, unless they're coming from further afield, probably European teams and the British teams. Maybe a week to 10 days. Just depends on what training venues they prefer to be at. You know, that most people like to go somewhere first, settle into some training, final preparation before they go on
to the
Singapore. Probably going to Singapore 2 or 3 days before the racing starts.
Yep.
But spend about a week before that in another place. I know the British and the American teams are going to a place in Thailand called Thanapura.
Right.
Which is quite a popular training destination. It's got all the facilities you need, nice weather, you know. And then it's not much of a journey from there.
And similar temperature and kind of conditions in Thailand, you'd think.
And they'll probably be outdoors at that point, but the racing in Singapore will be indoors in a temporary facility. So,
right.
But yeah, you're getting a bit more used to the climatic conditions and any time zone shift from that as well. So Singapore's right on the equator.
Yeah.
So you get a pretty constant weather and temperature there all the time.
Yeah.
And high humidity.
Uncomfortable if you're not used to it. Arvin, though, be fairly used to it, and he's 2:59.89. He's led from the front here. Henry Baker, they've been just gradually, he and Scott Fleming have gradually been coming back. Out there in 7 is Matthew Baker, and Arvin is hanging on here.
Yeah, Matthew Baker had the fastest split in that last 50, so he's coming through really strong. Arvin likes to swim from the front if he can in most of his races. So it's about perhaps a little bit of what he's got left here.
Yeah.
He looks good though.
He's looking good. It looked like for a minute he was tying up a wee bit, but he's managed to maintain it. He is the slowest of that 3 swimmers at the top 3, but only just. Matthew Baker still coming through, the strongest in 7, as you said.
Yeah, he's the quickest finishing one. I think he might just have too much to do.
Arvin's picked up again. Arvo, that's him. Looks like he's got a bit between his teeth on this one, and he's from the first 50. Arvin is led on that one, and here he comes. Great swimming there from him, just over the 4 minutes. You'll be pleased with that. That's a couple of seconds improvement on his time into this meet. Matthew Baker, 4:02.60, takes second. Scott Fleming, good swim there from Scott, coming in a 4:03.
Yeah, I think that's a really good performance from Scott there, swimming at the University of Stirling. In the same group as Arvin out there, and same with Henry Baker. They're all, and Angus, Allison and Justin, they're all training in the same group.
And he's made his transition to university swimming, hasn't he, Scott, this year? That's his first year away from that East Kilbride setup. Seems that it's worked well.
Went in more of a 200 butterfly swimmer, but has been always been good at distance freestyle. He seems to be moving ahead on his 200 and his 400 more recently in the freestyle. So good on him and his coaches. I think we've got some presentations to catch up on now.
Yep, we've now got the presentations for the mixed 4x50 freestyle relay. And just waiting for that to come through. So Tony Dane, SASA VP, making the presentations on this one. Just corralling all the swimmers. Some of them may have just come out of the pool actually. It's always a bit of a problem, or a bit of a challenge, isn't it, with presentations. No, the 800s were done this afternoon, and I think Luke and Arthur wanted to go in and do a swim down, but they had their presentation first and then get the lactate out of their body.
Yeah, it's always a debate when we're organising these events as to what point should the presentation take place. Should you grab the swimmer straight after they finish and get it done, or do you wait for them to dry off? And sometimes they disappear when you do that.
Yes.
And you're hanging about waiting for them.
Yeah, British, I think in April it's straight out of the pool, isn't it? Is that right? I know it's done almost straight away. They just get them out of the pool, present, and then at the nationals in
yes.
yeah, that's right. But as you say,
there's always some people want it that way, others want it.
Exactly.
Later.
So you've got your bronze medalist here. That's a Harder Midlothian team. I'll be delighted with that one. Finlay Saunders, James Lauder. And that's Lily Mundell getting her medal there. That's Layla Weatherspoon. Who's going first, James? Or that's Finlay Saunders there. And James Lauder. That's the bronze medal team. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, that was a really good swim for the Hearts team.
Yeah, I'm not sure they would have expected that coming in for this evening's swim. The silver medal goes to the City of Glasgow A team. So that's Melissa Mainwaring getting her medal there. Ciara Morris. And the next up looks like it's going to be Riri McKinnon. And Finlay Tang taking his medal. And we look like we've got a representative of Edinburgh University taking the medal here. Recognise that young chap, Ian? Not sure. I should know that, but I don't. Might be Finlay Club, I think. It was Finlay Club in that team. Stefan Kravich, Yasmin Hammerlane and Drew McKenzie. They're all, I think, going to be swimming in the 100 fly.
Well,
most
the
of those.
Fly and the 50 free.
Yeah, they're pretty soon up, aren't they? So
they might be up preparing for those, and they're warming up just now.
That's the junior medal winners. That's the Aberdeen Dolphins team, comprising of, that's Harry Cook getting his medal. And we've got Iona Riki Ayala, head of club, and finally we had Atanas Irinkov. That's your junior national title holders there, Aberdeen Dolphins. Congratulations all the teams. Obligatory photo.
Oh, nice group of people there.
Yep, that's good to see. So we're going to turn our attention back to the pool. And we're now moving on to 100 butterfly. Again, we've got 3 finals in this one. First up is para-final. We've got the same situation we had previously. And just whilst we're waiting, I'm just going to give you the points from the previous para-swimming. So no, we'll wait till these para-swimmers get introduced. We'll give you the results of that when the medals come through. So here we go in the para-female 100 fly final. Isabella Haynes, Team GB para team, in 1. Ella Letton-Jones in lane 2, Team GB para. Sienna Oxby, seen her already in the 200 freestyle. Olivia Newman-Baronius, Team GB para in this one, pulled out of that 100 fly 200 freestyle final. Brooklyn Hale, coming through. Team GB Para, 15-year-olds, S9 category. Connie Ratley, S9 as well, from TGB Para. In lane 7, Tia Johnson, one of the younger swimmers, 13 years old, from Derwentside and Gateshead. And Olivia Patterson, the 14-year-old from the University of Aberdeen Performance. There's your lineup. We've got again a mixture of classifications in here. 2 S14s in lanes 3 and 4. S10s in lanes 7 and 8. S12 and 2. S9 in lanes 5 and 6. So it's a combination of different classifications in this one. Again, like the previous, we'll have this race in the pool, and then there'll be a points totaling that will determine who will take the title. And we do have Faye Rogers coming up in the B final as well.
I would say there's a good chance Faye might get some quite high points in this event.
You would think so. And,
but I'm not sure relatively on the other girls here, so it's not all said and done.
I don't think so. Just checking.
Full contingent here. Right, so it's going to spread out a little bit. So those points that come through will be critical.
Yep, and it's a good start here, isn't it, in lane 4. It's Olivia Newman-Baronius. She's an S4 category swimmer, so we'll be expecting her to be ahead of the rest of the field. It's intellectual impairment S14, and she's flying here. I think she's made the B final last night. I think in the 50. And 50s today. I think she might be in that B final. Anyway, she's been swimming really well, Olivia, and she's got a clear lead. She was 106 in the heats this morning, 106.08. 103.3 is her entry time into the meet, and 104.03, so that is not far off her time coming into the meet. So that's setting a great standard from Olivia.
Yeah, it's a very good swim.
Sienna Oxby 113. 5-second improvement in her entry time. Brooklyn Hale is coming in a 117.6, so just around 17.9 around her entry. Connie Ratley coming in 4th place there in a 119.26. These swimmers coming through. Letton Jones 119.2. So that's 2 seconds faster than she went this morning, and the youngster Tia Johnson from Derwentside coming in as well. So we'll just have to wait for the points to come through on that one, and see how Faye Rogers does in this next race, which is the B final. I'll just go through the swimmers in this one. Come up on the screen. Kate Baxter, the Bath University swimmer in 1. Faye Rogers, the S10 category University of Aberdeen Performance swimmer in 2. Chloe Harris, Edinburgh Uni in 3. Helen Sharratt, Bath University in 4. Josephine Klein, University of Stirling in 5. Ashley Drake from Warnda in 6. 7's Ciara Pemble from Best, and Anna Farrow is your Bath University swimmer in lane 8. Okay.
Now this should be a close race.
Yeah,
they're all pretty tight in the qualification now.
1.5 seconds across them all. So Faye in 2 is got a world record on Friday.
Yeah, improved her best time by a few tenths of a second.
Yeah. Strong start in 3 maybe. That's that Chloe Harris from Edinburgh Uni. It's pretty tight, isn't it?
Yeah, just over a second separating everyone at the 50-10.
Good turn there from Chloe. Out ahead, lane 4. There's Helen Sharratt. Going well in 7 is Ciara Pemble, the best swimmer, and it's tightening up here. Lane 4 coming through. Helen Sharratt, the Bath University swimmer. It's looking strong. Oh, this is tight, isn't it? Look at this.
Yeah, everyone holding on here. It's going to be right on the finish. Lane 5 coming through strong at the end.
And it is.
Josephine Klein.
102.74. That's a nice swim there.
Really great final 20 metres from Josephine. she was in third place with not far to go, and then she come really strong at the end.
Yeah, the only time she led was when it mattered.
Yeah, the last 5, yeah. So, yeah, good.
So I'm thinking that Faye may have just broken a record. I'm not sure which one. Bit of a cheer going on in the background here. Coming in 5th there, but Josephine Klein takes that B final. Moving on now to the A final. Got a clear favourite in this one, but let's introduce all the swimmers here. And here we go as they line up to get on to what are the swimmers thinking here now, Ian? Are they all on their own? Faith Yuda there, looking very happy. The way all of them do to the camera is quite interesting as well, isn't it? Faith, big smile there. Emily Maxwell coming straight through. Dermot Side and Gateshead. Susie McNair, University of Stirling in 3. Kiara Slosson, big wave. Edinburgh University swimmer. Holly Widows. Grudging smile there from Holly in lane 5. We have Catherine Renfrew, already swum well today in the 200 freestyle. She's up there in lane 6 from Perth City. Abigail McNerney head straight ahead. Amber Clyde Jr. and Kiana Kurtza, the 17-year-olds from Warrender.
Yeah, you can't always tell how nervous the swimmer is by looking at them. Sometimes they're harbouring internal anxiety there, but you hope not too much. You tend to see the more experienced athletes. The older and the more experienced they are, the more relaxed they tend to look, and the more willing to give you that smile to the camera or the wave coming out. The younger ones who might be in the senior final for the first time, probably a little bit more reticent and nervous to do that. They're just keeping the head straight on and thinking about themselves and what's going to happen here.
I don't think it's any coincidence. Kiara Slosson was the one that gave us the biggest wave and the biggest smile, and she's in lane 4, very experienced.
She's also in really good form at the moment.
That 200 fly she did yesterday was very impressive, wasn't it?
A lifetime best form, a PB on a 50 as well.
Yeah, she's absolutely flying at the moment. She had a great British Championships as well in April, didn't she? She's in a stacked field though. It's a female fly swimming in Britain is on a roll at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and she's got the World University Games coming up in Berlin in a couple of weeks' time, so she's looking for fast swims here, but that is her main target of the season. But I think she's going to be the comfortable winner of this race, and she looks great going out there.
She looked
and
fantastic.
Out in a 27-1, that's really good. Yeah, really well clear of the field now.
So she went out in a 27.7 this morning, 27.1 this evening, so that's over half a second ahead of her time this morning, which was a pretty impressive 58.99, which was bang on her entry. 58.35, that is a lifetime best. She is on fire, isn't she?
Yeah, that's really good. Well done, Kiara Slosson. 58.3, back in 31.1. Really good swim from Catherine Renfrew as well to claim silver in the 101.3.
That's Catherine's second silver as well. Did she not get silver, I think, in the 200, was she?
Yeah, she did really well. Was still second or third there.
Yeah.
Just behind her was Susie McNair, the Stirling swimmer, in 101.39.
So bronze for Catherine in that 200 freestyle, but what a swim there from Kiara Slosson. That's really set the place on fire. 58.3, and goodness.
I think that's the swim of the weekend for me so far in this meet.
She's just got better and better as the weekend's gone on almost. I thought that 200 yesterday was going to be hard for her to beat, but she may well have just done it.
Yeah, I was speaking to her just before the warm-up, and she was in good mood and ready to go for it.
Yeah, well, that came through. I'd say she looked very relaxed and comfortable at the beginning. It was a good sign. Akash Dan, this is the male and open 100 fly. We're on to the para final first. Akash Dan is the Team GB para swimmer in 1. Rowan Brennan, Team V Paraswimmer in 2. Jason van der Merwe in 3. Jude Gunner in 4. Harry Stewart just coming through there. Jack Milne from Aberdeen Performance in lane 6. Thomas Navarro Barber in lane 7. And in lane 8 we have Max Davies. So full complement of 8 swimmers here into this para final for the Malin Open fly, 100 fly.
Another one hard to call this. I think we've got 4 in the S14 category, and they're all on a pretty close set of times. 1 minute and 1 second for Jude, 1:01.90 for Harry, 1:01.92 for Jason. And Jack Milne, the Scottish swimmer from Aberdeen, 1:03.9 as well. So they're all pretty close within S14.
Yep.
And then it's going to be how they stack up against S10, S8, S9, S8, and the other 4 lanes.
So just waiting to get going into this para final. That's the referee's whistle's just gone. So they're under orders. And just checking the points from this morning. So the highest points was in the S14 swimmers are all reasonably ahead. So in terms of the points at the moment, it looks like whoever wins the S14 race will win the gold medal. And the S14s are in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we certainly won't forget about the others. But 3, 4, 5 and 6 is where the titles were likely to be at. Lane 3, it's looking like Jason van der Merwe. That is not a lot between all of them, is it? Goodness.
That's very close. All within 0.6 of each other in the turn. Jack Milne going well.
Yeah, the lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6 were all within a 0.9 of each other. Jack Milne came into this one slightly behind, but he's going well, isn't he, in lane 6? But it looks like lane 4, Jude Gunner is looking the strongest. 16-year-old, 101 dead in the heats this morning. He's looking very good, isn't he? And he's under at the time from this morning, 1:00.82. Nice swimming there from him. Jason van der Merwe takes second again, faster than he went this morning. Harry Stewart, 1:02.56, which is slightly slower. But Jack Milne, nice swim there. 1:03.26, which is about half a second faster than he went this morning.
Yeah, good performance, particularly from Jude Gunner to win the times in that race.
And I think that will be the S14s, I think, were up on the points, and looking from the heat swims this morning, it's likely that they will take that, but we will wait for proper confirmation when we get to the presentations. So we're moving on now into the B final of this 100 4-5 for Malin Open. Up on the screen there, Josh Press from University of Stirling in 1, Lewis Maxwell, Derwentsside and Gateside in 2, Tom Robertson, Edinburgh University in 3, Kieran Lennox, Aberdeen University swimmer in 4, Peter Allen, University of Stirling in 5, Jensen Norris is the Perth City swimmer in 6, Robert Burgess, Edinburgh University in 7, Benji Jeffries, South Ayrshire in 8. Kieran always has a good start, doesn't he, Kieran? In lane 4.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed, Kieran. Usually gets away well.
So 55.9 through to 57.6 in this one.
Yeah, really good underwater section from Kieran there. You can see he's already just taken the lead.
Yeah. Quickly coming back at him though. Lane 6, Peter Allen, University of Stirling swimmer. Well, this is pretty tight. Look at this. Not very much between them at all in this first 50. Tom Robertson maybe 25.82. That's a good start from him.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised Kieran we must have backed off of then, hoping he can come strong in the final 50. But Tom Robertson going really well. Both from Aberdeen.
Tom at the Edinburgh Uni at the moment, but an Aberdeen Dolphin originally, wasn't he?
Yep.
Oh, this is pretty tight. Tom's just edged ahead here. Who's going to get the touch? Maybe Kieran. 55.64.
Very close to the finish.
1/10. So you're right, Kieran. So good start. Looked like he's back slightly in that middle 70 or middle 50, and then pushed really hard on the final 25 to take that B final.
Slightly quicker than they went in the heat, so probably pretty happy with the outcome there.
Yep. So moving now into the A final for this Malin Open 100 butterfly. So come up, we have in lane 1, City of Glasgow, Aidan Kay just coming through. You just missed him. In lane 2, Brodie Gordon Gibson, Edinburgh University swimmer. Stefan Kravic coming here, Edinburgh Uni as well, in lane 3. Fastest qualifier in from University of Stirling, Jamie Robertson. In 5, Edinburgh University, Callum Rose. Andrew Bertoli, Stirling Uni in lane 6. Tom Bealey, we're in the 200 in lane 7. And City of Glasgow's Gregor Swinney in lane 8. Not one of them looking at the camera there. Different to the female swimmers from the one before.
Yeah, maybe there's a bit more rivalry going on here.
It's pretty tight coming in.
Pride at stake.
Yeah, it's second and a bit between the entry times from lanes 4 out to lane 8, but
this is a good final. All these boys know each other very well from the Scottish scene.
Yep.
And I suspect there'll be a little bit of banter in the call room perhaps, but it's all serious now.
Yep.
As they step onto the block.
Combination of University of Stirling and Edinburgh. Glasgow, 2 Glasgow swimmers, 1 Aberdeen.
And although Jamie was the fastest qualifier, there's no absolute favourite here that's clear. I could see literally any one of these swimmers could win this race on their best day.
Yeah, they're all.
Gregor Swinney in lane 8, he's been a 53 at his best, so.
Yeah, Brodie Gordon Gibson's come through, he's a 53 as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
53-2 at the British Champs.
Many of them, some of them have been 53, all of them have been 54, so it's perhaps who's got the best race tonight at this moment.
Let's see who does this. And under starters orders, could be one of the closer ones of the night, this one. As we go through. Good start, maybe in 5, Callum Rose looking good, but very early days now. And lane 6 as well, going strong is Andrew Bertoli, but this is going to be too close to call, I think, at the moment anyway.
The first 50 is certainly going to stay close. Yeah, we've got 0.6 between the first 7. Gregor Swinney just behind those.
It's very tight. Jamie Robertson maybe just edging ahead. Callum in 5's going well. He's going to edge this one. It's very, very tight as they come up to 25 to go.
Andrew Bertoli finishing well, I think.
Oh, he's going to get the touch here. It's going to be 53.78 for Jamie Robertson, 53.84 for Callum Rose. Just edging ahead there, Jamie. That was pretty close, wasn't it? Stefan Kravic, 54.41. So a good race there.
Yeah. And yeah, just over a second separating that top 6, so it was the close race we expected. Jamie and Callum really was on the touch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so close. And Jamie slightly slower in his entry, 53.02. That's a big shift for Callum.
Yeah,
Never been 53 before.
Coming back well after surgery this year.
He had surgery in April, so not that long ago. So we'll be pleased with that. As we move on now to some presentations, this is for the 200 freestyle for females and the 400 freestyle for males. And we'll just make sure we get the right results up here. And we'll start off with the 301. That's the 200 freestyle. And we only had 3 swimmers in this one. Amy McFarlane gets the bronze, Motherwell and Wishaw. Congratulations to her. Silver medalist from Team GB Para is Sienna Oxby. And the gold medalist from ARDS is Bethany Firth, who swam in that B final. 886 points. She got 647 for Sienna, 372 from Amy. So that's the para results there. And in the A final, we have the medalists coming up now. Bronze medalist from Perth City, first medal of the night. More to come. Catherine Renfrew, 2:03:11. Silver medalist from Bath University is Jessica Podger. And the gold medalist, Bath University, in a 2:02:11, it's Jemima Hall. And the Scottish national champion is Catherine Renfrew. So she's the first Scot, so she gets her senior national title, and that'll be her first. Delighted with that. And the junior title is Evie Mackey, who's also in that final. There's your medal winners. So Catherine doubles up, gets a bronze and a gold. Swimming there. So we're now going to move on to the male and open 400 free. And that's on the points totals here. And we're going to look for those medalists to come through. And the point system there did have to work its way through, so we'll wait till these swimmers come up. Making these presentations, Colin Kennedy, life member. And the third place in that one, Sam Downey from University of Stirling. Silver medalist, Team GB Para, it's Max Davis. And the gold medalist from South Lanarkshire, that swimmer you were talking about coming through there, Ian, with 753 points. That'll be his first national title. Bjorn Owen. Super swim from him. Delighted with that. And moving on to the 400 male and open medalists. Gathering the troops. As you say, it's mixed about presentations. There's often meets more and more don't do presentations, but I think swimmers do quite like it, don't they? It's a bit of a sign of recognition and acknowledgement of what they've done.
Yeah, for some people it's really important. Yeah, for some swimmers it's really important to have a presentation. It could be the first time and only time they get a national medal.
Quite possibly.
You want that to be an important achievement for that swimmer. Scott
Fleming there gets the bronze medal. He's looking very happy with himself. That's somebody who's looking good. Matthew Baker, Bath University, 4:02:60 gets the silver. And the Scottish Open champion from University of Stirling is Arvin Chahal, 4:01:93. Scottish national champion, that's going to be Scott Fleming. So another. Likewise with the women's 200 free, we have the bronze medalist, the fastest Scot, and the junior champion in this one Sandy Brown. That was a super swim from him, wasn't it? In that final, or B final anyway.
Yeah. He's come around really well. Still only 14.
Yep. You have them all there. There we go. Look, trophies there for Arvin and Sandy. Some of these events do have their own specific trophies going back many, many decades, I think, aren't a lot of them?
Yeah. I think that a lot of those trophies exist, but they don't always get brought out for the presentation.
Bit fragile.
Yeah, due to the high value of them and they're all very heavy and a lot of work to carry them around if you do that. The whole van to carry them all.
Yeah, no, it's quite impressive. Nice to see. I don't know whether ever the swimmers get a chance to have a picture taken with them or not, or whether they're just stuck away in a cupboard somewhere. But I expect we will not find that out tonight. And we're now moving on to the female 50 breaststroke. No para-finals in this one. It's a B final here. Gabrielle Tawinto in 1, Katie Simpson in 2, Julie Salah in 3, Perry Scobie in 4, Amy McLeod in 5, Erna Mira in 6, Lucy Stoves in 7, Millie Searle in 8. 33.8 up to 35.3 in this one. Perry Scobie fastest in. Millie Searle out there in 8 is going to get the junior title, assuming she gets through this in a clean manner. Pretty close, maybe lane 4.
Yeah, I would expect Perry to just be good enough to squeeze this one, but he's under pressure from lane 3. Lane 5, Amy McLeod also in there, all on the touch.
Maybe Amy, maybe.
Could be Amy, it's coming down the fingers. Oh, just lane 4, I think.
Yeah. Oof, 100th. That's good judging there, Ian.
Yeah.
Fingernail, or less than a fingernail in that one, wasn't there?
Yeah. Perry was leading, and then it looked like Amy was just getting there, depending on how they went to the wall, and Perry just got a strong finish in at the end.
Yeah. Slightly slower than this morning's heats for Perry. I think just the end of a long weekend, maybe, and it was all about the racing in that one, really, wasn't it, for her?
Yeah.
Moving on now to the A final. And there we have in front of us the finalists just lined up behind that screen there, all getting ready for their preparation. In lane 1, it's Newligow from Aberdeen Performance, Anna Finlay in 2, Derwentsside and Gateshead. In lane 3, Hannah Bowley, Edinburgh University, first of 3 Edinburgh Uni swimmers. It's Anna Morgan, fastest in 4, Cara Hanlon, Scottish record holder, in 5, Charlotte Hardy, South Ayrshire in 6, in 7, Emily McGee, the Dundee City aquatic swimmer, and Cora Lanham, another Bath University swimmer, well represented in these finals, Bath, in lane 8. So Cara in lane 5, you'd put her as favourite for this, really, or? You
would, yeah. She has the fastest personal best, and she run the 100 here with a really good time on Friday, 106.9. Anna has made a lot of progress on the 50 breast, though, so she could challenge her.
So,
Anna, of course, another one of the Edinburgh swimmers that's heading to the World University Games in a couple of weeks' time. So, again, this is like a fine-tuning race for her.
Yep. So this is on starters' orders. See who gets the edge in this one. But Anna and Cara have been the 1, 2, 3 in the 200 and the 100. You've probably got to fancy that for this one as well, don't you? See what happens. Yeah. Charlotte Hardy's in with her shout as well, though, out there in lane 6, and she's got off to a good start. Has Charlotte?
She has, really good start from Charlotte.
She's up there with Anna and Cara. Cara just edging ahead.
Yeah, you can see Cara's stroke just pulling her into the front now. This looks like another good swim from her.
Looks like it's going to be Cara. It's very tight for third though. Cara, Anna, who gets the third? It is Charlotte Hardy. She breaks that Edinburgh University stronghold on these breaststroke female medals. And Charlotte Hardy sneaks in there to third, just edging out Hannah Bowley. Anna Morgan was second in a 31.54, but Cara Hanlon, 31.03, takes the title.
Yeah, good swims from the top three. I know Charlotte will be pleased to get a medal there.
Yep, nice swim for her.
Be happy with 32.6 for sure.
Just outside her entry time into the meet of 32.3, which she swam at British Championships in London, so not bad for this time of the season, getting pretty close to your 50 best.
Yeah, and we were expecting to see Charlotte at Edinburgh University next season, so
I had heard that, so that'll be good.
She's finished at Millfield School now, back in her home environment of South Ayrshire.
So one to look forward to, and we're moving now, looking forward to the male and open 50 breaststroke B final. Robson Miles, City of Glasgow in 1, Logan van der Meulen from Stirling in 2, Johnny Martin, Perth in 3, Micah van Blerk, University of Aberdeen in 4, Finlay Tsang, City of Glasgow in 5, Donald Bissett, University of Stirling in 6, Nathaniel Shanubi, University of Stirling in 7, Mark Innes in lane 8, and 29.9 Micah was the only one under 30 in the heats this morning. Up fast, different starts here. That was pretty short underwater and up quick.
Yeah, this is going to be another close race. It's could go in different areas here. Lane 7 is up for it.
Nathaniel Shanubi there in 7, the Stirling University swimmer. He's looking the favourite at the moment, isn't he?
Finlay Sang also in the mix.
Nathaniel, I think, is going to take this. 29.76 it was in 7. 29.88 for Micah, very close in there. And he's very happy out there in 7, Nathaniel. Not sure he's been under 30 before. That might explain. No, oh yeah, it's 29.6, 29.76 there, but he was happy with the win. Micah, 29.88. Don Bissett just edging in third from Robson Miles. Oh, interesting shot there. Here we have the swimmers lined through the warm-up pool at the back there. First up, Bath University swimmer. Coming through in lane number 1, that's Christian Ryan. Second in, Scott McDougall, City of Glasgow, 31-year-old.
Yeah.
Master swimming is alive and kicking.
I believe he was the British Masters champion recently.
Yeah, that was very recent. Bath University, William Godsall in 3. In lane 4, lane 5, Rafe Dobson. In 5 from Edinburgh Uni, Josh Mitchell. In lane 7, University of Stirling's Josh Press. And in lane 8 we have Team GB Para's Harry Stewart. He's the finalist here for Male and Open 50 breaststroke. Favourite Archie Goodburn in lane 4.
Yeah, this should be a race between Archie and Rafe, but I think William Godsall, the Bath swimmer, will be hoping to be close as well.
Yeah, 28 points, all doable by all of them in this race, you'd think. See how this one unfolds. Josh Mitchell also 28 point, as is Harry. So lots of swimmers capable of 28 in this one. See how we go. Good start from Archie as ever. Look at that. He's got the lead at the moment. He's going out well, isn't he?
He is, but Rafe, I always think Rafe's very strong in the last 10-15 metres of a 50 breast. And he's still in there on Archie's shoulder, but Archie holding strong.
Coming into the wall as he comes in, and Archie takes that one, 28.45. He wasn't going to get beaten there. Won this title last year as well, following up 28.45. Rafe Dobson does get second there in a 28 points. Just trying to pick up third. It's Josh Mitchell. from Edinburgh University. Nice swim there for Josh. Oh, good swim from Archie.
Congratulations to those three. Actually, another one who is looking forward to the World University Games.
Quite contingent from Edinburgh Uni, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 4 of them going.
Brody's the one that we haven't mentioned. I think he was in that 100 fly, wasn't he? He's heading off there.
And their coach, Matt Trodden, also going out to Germany with them.
So, medal presentations. Margaret Somerville making this one. And this is for the para. It's the female 100 butterfly. Just making sure we get the right swimmers here. And in this one, bronze medal. That goes to Brooklyn Hale from Team GB Para. Olivia Newman-Baronius takes the silver medal there. And the gold medal. European record time for the gold medal winner here, Faye Rogers from the University of Aberdeen Performance, 104.67. And so she gets a European record. Well done to Faye. Got the wrong time there. 104.04. That's what she did. So well done to Faye. Moving on now to the medal presentation for the 100 fly. So bronze medalist representing University of Stirling, that's Susie McNair. Silver medalist from Perth City, Catherine Renfrew, up again on the podium. She's had a good, busy evening session. And the gold medal in that fantastic time of 58.35 from Edinburgh University. It's Cara Slosson. A super swim from her. And your junior title, won this year from Inverclyde, and it's Abigail McNerney. So we're moving on to the male and open 100 fly. Well, first up is the para swimmers here. There's more or less 14 swimmers in the top of the rankings here. So the bronze medal goes to Team GB Para's Harry Stewart with 650 points. Silver medal, also Team GB Para, goes to Jason van der Merwe with 674 points. Swim from him, and your title winner this year with 708 points from Team GB Para, Jude Gunner. On to the next presentations. It's the Male Open 100 fly. So there we go. The bronze medal winner from Edinburgh University, it's Stefan Kravich. Silver medal, also Edinburgh University's Callum Rose. And gold medal goes to University of Stirling's Jamie Robertson. Congratulations to him. And your junior medal goes to Sterling Swimming's 16-year-old Ethan Collins. There's your medalist there. An open 100 fly. Get their trophies. I think they're little glass shields, aren't they, rather than a replica of each trophy. There's your medalists. That's good. So we're going to move on now to the next finals. And these are the 50 free. Para finals again. First up, it's the females. And lane 1, we have University of Aberdeen performances, Olivia Patterson. Lane 2, Team GB Para's Brooklyn Hale. Lane 3, we have Team GB Para Ella Letton-Jones. Lane 4, we have University of Stirling's Abby Kane. Lane 5 from Team GB Para, Isabella Haynes. Connie Ratley in 6, Team GB Para swimmer as well. And 7 from Derwentside and Gateshead, Tia Johnson, 13 years old. Little smile from her. And then Iona Winifrith, Team GB Para swimmer in lane 8. Here we come. Just checking on the swims from the heats this morning, just to get an idea of the pointing. Don't have any points for this one, so we'll just have to wait and see all the results as they come through. So 50 freestyle. Fastest in, Abby Kane, S13. As we wait for the starters' orders. And we're off. So Abby Kane fastest in, S13. We'll have to wait for the points, but here we go. 30.3 for Abby. And she's really piling through here. Is the University of Stirling swimmer. And I say 30.36 was her time coming in to these finals.
Did she get under the 30? Oh, just outside.
Oh, 30.09, that is.
I know when she swims that race, she's always just trying to aim to get under that 30 marker. So I think she'll be quite happy to be close to it there today.
That's good. Ella Letton-Jones, 31.73. About what she did this morning. Isabella Haynes, 31.97. So we'll just have to wait for the points on that one. Moving on now to the B final. There's the swimmer, Charlotte Hardley, just out of that 50 breaststroke. Third place in 1, Layla Weatherspoon in 2, Harder Midlothian, Evie Mackey. South Lanarkshire in 3, Maria Mashenko, University of Aberdeen performance in 4, Lily Mundell, Hearts in 5, Eve Wood, Orkney in 6, 2 Warnder swimmers, Kiana Kurtzer in 7, Ashley Drake in 8. Ashley made this one with a swim-off swim this morning. Jumped 27.3 in the swim-off, so see if she can replicate that here. Junior swimmers in 3 and 5, Evie Mackey and Lily Mundell. Good start from lane 3 there. Evie Mackey, also going well in 6. There's Eve Wood.
Yeah, the Orkney swimmer, and lane 5, Lily Mundell. The Hart swimmer, it's Eve and Lily, I think, coming into the stretch, but very close across the field.
Lily, 26.78. So she takes the junior title and the B final. 26.78, that's not too far off her entry time. 26.59, so pretty good this time of the season.
Lily, one of 2 swimmers that we have selected for a GB event coming up this summer.
Very good. So we shall be looking forward to that. Got British Summer Meet in a couple of weeks as well, presumably, or do they clash?
No, they clash.
Okay.
So,
okay, so into this A final in lane 1 from University of Stirling. That is Melissa Turnbull. Maisie Guilford in Bath University's summer in lane 2. Yasmin Hamlin going through there in 3. Drew Mackenzie, Edinburgh University swimmer, in 4. Paige van der Westhuizen, University of Stirling, in 5. In 6 we have Edinburgh University's Katie Goodburn. Lane 7, University of Stirling, Josephine Klein. And in lane 8, Holly Widows, winner of the 100, lane 8 in the 50. So Drew Mackenzie was in fastest by a bit of a margin, really, on this 50.
yeah, 0.6 almost. So I think she would be the strong favourite for this 50, I think. And if she can hit into the 25s again, maybe just a little bit quicker, that would be a good performance. And
Katie Goodburn has gone in the 25s before.
yep.
So this should be a goodie. That was a good start, Katie. She's in lane number 6. Paige van der Westhuizen in 5. Fastest in Drew Mackenzie in 4. Yasmin Hammerline in 3. And they're off. And he's going to get the guest start. It is Katie in lane 6, off to a flyer there. Still in the lead, I think. Lane 5. Paige van der Westhuizen coming back, and Drew Mackenzie.
Drew comes through at the finish.
So 25.72 it was, Drew. So that's fast in her entry into the meet as well. So that's a good swim there for Drew.
Yeah, I think she'll be pretty happy with that one.
26 second. Oh, 200ths ahead of Yasmin Allen Hammerlin there. Paige just edging her out to take the silver. Yasmin Hammerlin bronze. Katie just missing out by 1/10 of a second in 4th. Back to the presentations.
Drew always been a fast swimmer in the age group ranks in Scotland, and now just starting to learn how to sprint properly. She becomes a stronger senior athlete.
She went to Edinburgh, was not injured for almost that entire first year when she was at Edinburgh Uni after she left City of Glasgow. Well, certainly for a while anyway.
Yeah, and I know she's still got some things to address there. Bit of work still needed, but she's back in good form.
Looks like it. Max Davis going through there, Team GB Para in this male and open 53. Para final, Lewis Jones in 2. Thomas Navarro Barber in 3. Rowan Brennan, he takes it in 4th there. Ollie Carter, University of Stirling, in 5. Lane 6, South Lanarkshire's Bjorn Owen, already won a title this evening. Nice little smile from Owen there. And Akash Das, Team GB Para, in 7. So that's the Para finalists in this male and open 53. So that's categories mixed amongst 10s, 9s, 10s and 8s. So just checking on the points from this morning to see. So it was Ollie Carter was most points from this morning's swim, 5.79. Sorry, he was 3rd. Most points it was Tamas with 6.40. Rowan Brennan had 6.22, and Ollie Carter had 5.79. So the guys in the centre lanes were the fastest and also the most points. Bjorn Owen is the closest to them. See if he can replicate that great swim he had earlier on in the session. As they get under starters orders. And it should be Rowan Brennan. Rowan Brennan was the fastest in the morning swims. And see whether he can replicate that this afternoon. He's off to a flyer here. Either side of him, Oliver Carter and Tamas Navarro-Barber. Looks like it's going to be Rohan as he comes through. 26.95 this morning. Going to get close this afternoon. Oh, he does. 26.63. Nice swim from there.
Yeah, good to be a bit quicker. For Rohan, 26.6. Ollie Carter at 27.2. Also dropping a couple of tenths there. Ollie's had a lot of time off the past year. Bit of a sabbatical from the sport, but went away overseas, get some life and work experience, I think. But he's back now in Stirling, back into training, and probably just building himself up. I wouldn't consider himself in top form just yet. He's not been back in the water for that long, but obviously pretty decent effort there.
Yep. So hopefully him back on form for Commie Games next year. Will that be his aim?
He'll have one of the events to aim for at the Commonwealth Games. He's got to get himself into the rankings, top 7 in the Commonwealth, by the end of February for that event, and we'll see where that gets him. And
watch with interest over the next few months into this B final. Brogan Hayden 1, Zach Speakman in 2, Finlay Clubb in 3, Adam Ritchie in 4, Magnus Morris in 5, Logan van der Meulen in 6, Tishai Haranath in 7, Leon Molam in lane 8.
Only 0.32 of a second between all 8 of them this morning.
Well, I'll leave this one for you to call, I think. Ian?
Lane 8 with the best start, I think. Leon Molam. And lane 3 going really good. That's Finlay Clubb. He's having a good weekend.
Did he win the 100 yesterday?
Yeah,
he did.
Adam Ritchie coming through now. Lane 4, lane 7 also in the mix.
Adam Ritchie maybe.
Oh, so close at the end.
Oh, look at that. 23.92, an equal second, 23.93. Goodness me. I'm not sure you can get much closer than that, can you?
No.
And 23.94 for 4th. Goodness me.
Yeah, you don't see many much closer than that one.
200s between the top 4. It's a good swim from Adam though. Nailed his finish.
Yeah.
Now on to the A final. And see if these guys can match that one. That was super exciting. Lane 1. He just gone out of shot there. He's just sped past us. Is Aaron Ilkers from the University of Stirling. Lane 2 waiting there patiently. Is Perth City's Jensen Norris.
Jensen's been having a really good season.
Yep.
Swam really well at the British Championships and Scottish Age a few weeks ago.
Did his 23.16 there. Scott Gibson just going through. Edinburgh University, Harry Robinson from Crawley. Looking smile for the camera. City of Glasgow's Rory McKinnon. Bit of a nod there from Rory. University of Stirling, Lucas Brown is in lane 6. Alfie Price, the junior, in this A final from Orkney in 7, and Aidan Kay, City of Glasgow swimmer, in 8. Good to see Alfie in here in the final with the boys.
A few Orkney swimmers. Alfie doing well. His teammate Eve Wood, we've already seen her racing tonight, and they're using this as a little bit of a tune-up for the Island Games,
yeah, in Orkney, isn't it?
And in their hometown, yeah. So Alfie's really talented junior swimmer on the sprint events. His 50 fly was very good already this weekend, and I was really impressed with him getting into the A final of the 23.8 this morning. So very interested to see how he goes, and where he'll line up against some of these older boys. Although Jensen Norris is still maybe not a junior in terms of the category award, but still swims as a junior in British and domestic events, and internationally would be a junior still.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we expect this one to be close as well.
Yeah. Not quite as, maybe as close as the previous one, but who knows. So off they go. Line 4, good start there from Harry Robinson. Also out in 8, Aidan Kay, City of Glasgow swimmer, and coming through in 5, Rory McKinnon. City of Glasgow, 21-year-old. Oh, this is close, isn't it? Maybe Harry. 23.20 for Harry Robinson there. I think that's a personal best for him. 23.20, looking pleased there. Second, it was Aaron Okers out here in 1, 23.33. Just edging out Rory McKinnon. Looked like Rory might get that for some of it. 23.42 in third. Good race.
Yeah, really good race. And we were talking about Alfie there, the Orkney swimmer. Good to see him knock a little bit more off that swim. He went 23.6 there. That is a really good time for someone who's only 16 this year. Very
good, and he will take that junior title as well. He's claimed at least a couple already, so nice from them. We're moving on to some more presentations here. Tony Dane making the presentation, SASA Vice President. So this is the female 100 breaststroke. Bronze medalist in this one, Tony Dane making it, and it's going to be 2 South Ayrshire's. Bronze medal goes to Charlotte Hardy. Silver medal, Edinburgh University, Anna Morgan, 31.54. And the gold medal, Scottish champion, completing a clean sweep of the 50, 100 and 200 breaststroke in a 31.03, Cara Hanlon. Junior title, Simon the B final, goes to Gary's Millie Searle. Congratulations, swimmers. Picture there, and we're going to move on now to the male and open 50 breaststroke. Archie steering the youngster for his junior title. And in this one, Tony Dane making the presentations again, SASA Vice President. Bronze medal in 29.07 from Edinburgh Uni, Joshua Mitchell. Nice one from him. Silver medal, 28.72 from University of Stirling. That's Rafe Dobson. Taking the gold and 28.45, and Scottish national champion retaining his title from Edinburgh Uni. It's Archie Goodburn. And our Scottish junior title, and this goes to Aberdeen Dolphins, Atanas Irinkov. Delighted to be rubbing shoulders with these guys. Pretty sure that'll be his first national title, and he takes that one in the 50 breaststroke. Nice swimming there. Congratulations, swimmers. And moving on now to the last group of individual races of this championship. First up, it's the female 200 backstroke. We have a B final. Here's your swimmers. Rebecca Reid, Aberdeen in 1, Chloe Brotherton from South Tyne in 2, South Lanarkshire's Kirsty Gilmore in 3, Warren de Bass, Rosie Forster in 4, University of Stirling with Laura Ann Marshman in 5, Sarah Kravich in 6 from East Lothian, Carnegie's Ara Gill in 7, and Alex McGill in lane 8. So not a lot between them here. Ian, 226.25 up to 228.88. So
yeah, close from the heat qualifying, and I'm interested to see how Zara Kravich goes here. I know she's got a different strategy for tonight. She was pleased with her morning swim, but I think she can go quicker tonight. Rosie Forster, I'm sure, will be strong all the way through.
yeah, pretty close across the field, not very much. There was 5, 6 of them on 226, so 0.7 between the lanes 2 to 7. But again, as you just said there, different tactics perhaps from this morning, and different race pace here as well. So it's
different starts as well. I mean,
yeah,
incredible how they're straight away somewhere so far ahead of others.
I wonder whether Ara maybe slipped on the start there. That's quite a deficit on this first 50, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, Zara Kravich looking like she's going out a bit stronger, along with Laura Ann Marshman in 5 and 6.
So yeah, not much between them. 0.2. Rebecca Reid just behind as well. The Aberdeen swimmer here in lane 1, but it is Zara, as you said, slightly different tactic for her from this morning. I think this morning she came back quite hard, didn't she? She relatively steady in the first 100, I think, from memory.
Yeah, she was quite smooth in there and then pushed it on in the second half tonight. I think she's aiming to get out a little bit quicker and keep it going.
So she's keeping Laura Ann company here. University of Stirling for her. And here comes Zara already off that wall.
Out in the 109s. Rebecca Reid in lane 1, also turning in at 1.9. She's looking good.
Will she feel it? Will she know that they're over there close, do you think, or just too far away on backstroke to be able to see?
Unless she looks at the turn, she'll have no idea. It's really hard to know that. Especially that's quite a long way over. It's quite hard to judge it. Sometimes they can sneak a look as they go over onto the front here and look across the pool. Some people do that, but not everyone does.
So Zara in the lead now. She might see it on the scoreboard. Oh no, the scoreboard down that end's not working, is it?
She'll get a sense that she's ahead of the girl next to her.
Yeah.
But she won't know the two over the far side.
She's in her own race then. Good second half here for Zara.
Zara's really pushing strong now, just in the lead from Laura Ann Marshman. And Rebecca Reid Stirling holding on to third.
Coming back a bit, Laura Ann, but Zara looks like she's got the bit between her teeth. So 226 this morning. Much faster this evening. 222.04. Nice swim there.
Yeah, so I think again, yeah, she'll be very happy with that. Most swimmers dropping time there from the morning heats.
So a good race. So Zara executed her plan to perfection there in terms of winning that race. Over a second up on Laura Ann Marshman and Rebecca Reid, edging into third there in lane 1. Really out on her own in lane 1, so did well to stick with that one there. Now going to move on to this A final. This should be good. And waiting for the swimmers to be coming on. In lane 1 over there, it's the winner of the 100 backstroke, Melissa Mainwaring from City of Glasgow. Constance Logan, the Crawley swimmer, in lane 2. Bath University's Sophie Weston in 3. In 4, we have Edinburgh University's Anna Green. Susan McNair, University of Stirling in 5. Rue Fowler, Bath University in lane 6. In 7, Amy Shields from Edinburgh University. And completing the lineup from Cumbernauld, Erin Ferris, 17-year-old. Nice smile from her there, looking pretty relaxed.
Yeah, good swim from her, making it to the A final tonight.
Yeah, good heat swim from Anna this morning, wasn't it? 2:17.
Yeah.
Susie.
She has been quicker than that, but it was obviously more than enough that was needed in the heats. Hopefully she can try and drop that down tonight.
Yeah. So they.
And Susie is also got a good reputation for moving on her heat swims. Would expect her to be quicker and maybe try to push Anna through. Amy Shields also, I think, will be aiming for quicker than that heat swim she did this morning.
They're all capable of 2:15s, aren't they? So
yes.
Melissa out here in lane 1 might be an outside flyer. She's won the 100. She's done a 2:16, but that's a big drop down from a 2:24 this morning. But let's see how that goes.
Yes, but if she's got that kind of speed, she should be a lot quicker than she was this morning.
Let's see where we get to. Good shot, Melissa, there in screen. Good start from her. And she's up at the centre of the field. Anna Green went out really hard this morning. And 66 point was Anna's first 100. And she's gone out with intent on this one as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, 31-3, that's a really quick start. And if she can keep that going, she'll be on for a great swim.
Yeah.
Really like Anna's technique. It's such a smooth and effective stroke. She catches the water well. Her body lies in the water well. Looks almost effortless. But
it does, doesn't it? And she's working hard though, isn't she?
Yeah, she is working hard. She's got her legs well balanced, but they're kicking, and they will be starting to hurt as she goes through this race.
Yeah, kicking 200 backstroke's really important, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's funny, it's not like the freestyle kick, it's not quite as vigorous as a freestyle kick, but it's amazing how much pain that will hit the legs in this second half of a 200 back.
Yeah. 65 out there, so that's a second up on her swim this morning. Going with her, as you thought, it's Sophie Weston actually who's pushing her hard, the Bath University swimmer, 19-year-old Sophie.
Yeah, we see Susie just starting to push on now in the third 50.
This is going to be a cracking final 50 by the looks of things.
And Amy Shields is still up there as well, lane 7. I did think she'd be out there. Down to the final 50 now.
Oh, good turn from Sophie there, look at that. In second, out first.
Yeah, Anna appears to have slowed down, and Sophie's really moved past her now, and Susie is going to push Anna as well as they come into the final 25.
There's a Scottish title in this. Sophie wouldn't count for the Scottish national title, and whether Susie is going to pick up Anna or not, it's looking very, very tight, isn't it? Sophie's going to win the race, and it looks like Susie's just going to edge ahead, and she does. 2:17.17 for Sophie. Susie McNair 2:18.30, just edging out Anna Green in a 2:18.68. Good swim there from Sophie. She paced that one well, didn't she?
She did, and it was nice of Anna to go out strong and push it on, but she's really found the second half very difficult there.
That looked
slowed
sore.
down a lot.
Looked very sore.
So I think she'll be a little bit disappointed because that's slower than her heat time.
Yeah.
And Susie's obviously come through at the end there as well to take the Scottish title.
So moving on, this is the last of the individual finals this evening. It's the male and open 200 backstroke. And in this one, Riyard Cages from Marlins in 1, Tyler Spalding, Carnegie in 2. In 3, it's Logan Jackson from Aberdeen Performance, Callum Peebles, Edinburgh Uni in 4, Ivan Gallagher, Derwentside in 5, Nikolai Cisnet, City Glasgow in 6, 2 wonder swimmers, Aaron Drake and Luke McCall in lanes 7 and 8.
Yeah, final individual event of the night.
So off they go, and into this one it was Callum Peebles, marginally ahead of Ivan Gallagher. Ivan did about a 4-second improvement on his time this morning to get himself into this B final. A Derwentside and Gateshead swimmer. But it's Callum Peebles, East Lothian until this year, where he's now moved on to the Edinburgh University squad. Callum.
Yeah, probably his best event, the 200 back, Callum, historically, although he does have a range. And he's gone out to an immediate significant lead here.
Yeah, looking strong, isn't he? Reminiscent of that female A final when Anna pushed ahead on that one. Callum Peebles pushing ahead here. And Callum going well. Fast out, just over the minute, 60.47. He's got a clear lead, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's 2.5 seconds clear of Tyler Spalding in lane 2. Nikolai Cisnet, the youngster from Glasgow, in lane 6, putting in a bit of a move now on the first 50 of him. He's got really good underwater phases, and you can see him pushing on, but is nowhere near Callum Peebles, who's really at it and after the swim here. 32.6.
Dominant swim, isn't it?
50, and if he holds that, it will be 2:05, which is
much faster than his entry time.
Quicker than his entry time. I don't know what he was playing at in the morning. If he went 2:13 and he's capable of this, he'd probably been in the A final.
Well, I think that's maybe he's trying to prove a point here. After the event, he did only just missed out on that A final, and that's a super swim from Callum Peebles. Keeping his form well as well. Look at that.
Yeah. 2:06.5, very good swim from Callum Peebles.
Happy with that by the looks of things. I mean, that's over 2 seconds faster than his entry into the event there. Oh, super swimming. So that'll give him some confidence. Riyad Kajis, 2:12.09, just edging out Nikolai Cisnet, 2:12.34, who just edged out Tyler Spalding in 2:12.79. So that was a super swim from Callum. And, so advice from the national coach: do better in the heat, and you'll get yourself in an A final. Is that?
Well, he didn't really have to go that much quicker than he went to make the A final, and he lost the opportunity. Again, maybe he had some troubles this morning, but he was clearly capable of much quicker. And 2:06, I'm sure he's very happy with that.
Lucas Brown in lane 1 in this A final. Hubert Gdaniak in 2. Jamie Ferguson just come through in 3. University Aberdeen performance. Jordan McPhail in 4. Andrew Brodie there going through. University of Edinburgh in 5. Jack Doherty Simpson, City of Glasgow in 6. University of Stirling's Finlay Davis in 7. And Edinburgh University Solomon Williams in lane 8. Welsh swimmer Solomon, and one of 3 Edinburgh unis in this one. 2 Stirling, Bath, Aberdeen and Glasgow. So slightly more mixed set of clubs in this one than we've seen in a number of other finals. So Jordan McPhail coming in fastest here.
Yeah, it was really good heat swim.
Yeah,
2:01, that was him pushing hard there. So he obviously went for it in the heats. See if we can go a bit quicker tonight. He would be really pleased if he can. And Andrew Brodie, Jamie Ferguson, Jack Doherty, any of the others could really try to make a move here as well, because I think they're all capable of going faster than the heat swim. But this looks all about Jordan McPhail, if being honest.
So into this one, as you say, it was he did pushed it out hard, didn't he, Jordan, this morning? So 60.7 was his 100. So let's see how we get on here. But it's maybe lane 5.
Starting off pretty smooth and relaxed. Must have a strategy aimed at coming through strong as we go through the race.
Finlay Davis. Interesting. Right there in
Finlay's
7.
a good backstroker, so we won't be surprised to see him up there.
Another one of these swimmers transitioned into university swimming, and he seems to have gone in seamlessly. He's been had a good year, hasn't he?
Out of Midlothian Swimming Club, now training at University of Stirling under coach Josh Williamson, who has a lot of the swimmers there, doing a great job with them. Yeah, well, Jordan now just starting to move through into the lead.
Yeah,
just ahead of Finlay. Andrew Brodie going well, and Jack Doherty Simpson in lane 6 also in contention.
looks smooth, doesn't he, Jordan? That was actually half a second faster than he went out this morning. He's looking very strong.
Yeah, so it's all going to be about how fast he can sprint the last 50 here. He's going to hit a 30 point, find something to hit the time he did this morning.
And here he comes, second place at the moment. Andrew Brodie, his teammate, going well in 2 is Hubert Godaniuk, the Bath University swimmer. Is it going to be an Edinburgh 1-2? Looks that way at the moment, but Hugo's coming back strong. Here comes Jordan McPhail into the wall. And 2:02.42. Andrew does hold on for second. Hubert just edges into third, just edging out Jamie Ferguson from that bronze medal.
Yeah, good swimming. Maybe Jordan will be a little disappointed that his time there is slower than his heat, but he's had 2 good swims today. Andrew Brodie, I think, will be happy to have hit a 2:04, and I'm sure Hubert Godaniuk getting in there for the bronze medal will help him go home to Bath tonight or tomorrow feeling a little bit better.
I can't imagine he'll be going back tonight. I think that's the trains will have left and too long to drive, so I expect they'll be having the night in Edinburgh. So that's the last of the individual finals. We're moving on to some presentations now. This is going to be for the male and open and female 50 freestyle. And presenting these ones, Alison Shepherd. Long time standing still, I think. Has she still got the 50 freestyle record, Alison? From when would that be? 19...
She does have it from the Scottish record from, I think, 2004 or 2003, that kind of area. She won the Commonwealth Games in 2002. Some at the Olympics in 2004.
So bronze medalist here. This is the female 50 freestyle. In third place, it is Isabella Haynes, 623 points. Silver medalist with 691 points is Abby Kane. And the winner of the gold medal, 14-year-old with 711 points, is Iona Winifrith. Only 20 points up there on Abby Kane, so super swim from Iona. Youngest swimmer at the Olympics last year in Paris, I think, wasn't she, Iona? Super swim there, so she takes
I think so.
that one.
I think so.
So into the female medals here. And there we go, women's freestyle. Alison Shepherd presenting these ones as well. And we have some, not all, bronze medal from Edinburgh Uni, 26-28 is Yasmin Hammerlane. Silver medal from University of Stirling in 26-26, it's Paige van der Westhuizen. And the gold medalist in the 25-7-2 super swim there from Edinburgh University's Drew McKenzie. Well done, Drew. And the Scottish Junior title, well, that goes to Heart of Midlothians. Lily Mundell won the B final. Summers. Moving on to the next event. This is the Highland Open 53. First up, it's the para medals. Presenting these again. It's going to be Alison, not Shepherd. Van der Meulen. And the bronze medal in this one goes to Ollie Carter from the University of Stirling. Silver medal goes to Team GB Para's Thomas Navarro Barber with 631 points. And the gold medal with 644 points from Team GB Para is Rowan Brennan. Nice swimming there. And final presentations for Alison. So the Highland Open 53 medalists here. They come. And bronze medalist from City of Glasgow, it's Rory McKinnon. Silver medal, University of Stirling's Arnell Kerrs. And your gold medalist, Scottish Open champion, Harry Robinson. And your Scottish national champion is City of Glasgow's Rory McKinnon. And the Scottish Junior title goes to Orkney's Alfie Price. So moving on, final sets of relays. 2 heats to go. This is the mixed medley time this time.
Yep, 2 heats of a mixed.
So in this first heat, well, it's actually the third heat, first heat this evening, we have the teams from Glenalbyn in 1, Stirling Swimming B in 2, City of Glasgow junior team in 3, Aberdeen Dolphins junior team in 4, Carnegie A in 5, Inverclyde in 6, Glenrothes junior team in 7, and Carnegie B in 8. So junior teams to look out for, 3, 4 and 7. I think that's going to be a pretty tight race. Callum, am I not giving you a lift home?
Yeah, I need to pick up some stuff.
Okay, well, am I picking you up at the flat? Yeah. So that should be good. Next medley this time, so even more. Any regular pattern on mixed medley 4x50s, Ian? In terms of male, female order? Or is it?
This is a little bit different to the freestyle because you've got to measure up relative strengths of your strokes, and where your good male and female swimmers lie. All things being equal, I would say it's important to have a male on backstroke and breaststroke, perhaps more so than fly and freestyle, where you can get more advantage from a female. But if you don't have a good male breaststroker, and you do have a good male female breaststroker, then you have to play that card instead.
Fair enough. So Harry Cook leading in 4. That's the Aberdeen Dolphins junior team. Nikolai Cisnet, Glasgow's junior team, next to him. And that's a good start from Harry.
Yeah, pretty good swim from him. 27.2 to lead that off.
It's pretty fast, isn't it? And moving on now, this is the winner of the junior 50 breaststroke, so Atanas Irinikov. So not a bad starting there with Harry Cook and Atanas in your first 2 swimmers. And they are stretched ahead, but it really doesn't unravel until the last few strokes, does it, with the combinations of male and female to be played out. Coming in here is Iona Riki Ayala. She's going to be up against Glasgow's Kyle Mossman. Glasgow got a bit to catch up in lane 2 here. That's Sterling swimming with Greer van der Meulen. He's really coming in hard on Iona Riki Ayala. In terms of the other juniors, it's lane 7. So this is looks like Aberdeen Dolphins junior title to lose here. Are they going to win the race though? That's what we're going to see. Heather Clubb in for Aberdeen Dolphins, and in 2 for the Stirling team it's Sienna Melville. So Aberdeen Dolphins not just looking for the junior title, they want to win this heat as well, and it does look like they're going to manage that. That's a well-paced, constructed team for Aberdeen Dolphins, and they win the junior title and the heat, assuming no disqualifications. We'll have to wait a little while for that.
But yeah, you're right. That's a really good swim from Aberdeen Dolphins. 26.8, anchoring that 50 from Elsa Clubb. Real top swim.
That was excellent. So second in the heat, Stirling swim. Third, Carnegie. City of Glasgow took second in the junior, 5 seconds down on Aberdeen Dolphins, with Glenrothes third and 2:01. That was an excellent penultimate heat. So this is the last race of this 2025 National Open, Scottish National Open Championships. And in this one we have Heart of Midlothian in lane 1, South Ayrshire in lane 2, City of Glasgow A in 3, in 4 it's Edinburgh University, in 5 Marie Wood going off for Aberdeen University Performance, City of Glasgow B in 6, University of Aberdeen Performance B in 7, and Stirling Swim in lane 8. You've got to think Edinburgh the favourites for this, Ian. Quite ahead on entry times. Scott Gibson, Cara Hanlon, Brodie Gordon Gibson, Ciara Sloshan. It's not a bad team, is it?
Yeah, I would expect that to be well the favourite here. And the University of Aberdeen team in lane 5 is pretty good. The Glasgow teams are pretty good, but
well, there's a crack team for Edinburgh Uni.
you know, we saw Hearts do well earlier in the freestyle release, so watch out for them. And South Ayrshire as well, they're a pretty good squad. There's some good teams all the way through here.
Yep. So under starters orders, last race of this championships. See how we can end with a bang. So combinations of male and females in this one. Scott Gibson though going to get Edinburgh Uni off to a swift start, you've got to think. Melissa Mainwaring beside him, who's a silver medalist in the 50 breaststroke, 50 backstroke, sorry. So she's going to give it. Marie Wood also in 5 for Aberdeen, but Scott Gibson way ahead, not surprisingly. He hands over to Cara Hanlon, 25.71. It's not bad, is it? So Cara Hanlon, I mean that's almost, I think Scott's the Scottish record holder on 50 back. Is he? Yeah, he is on 50 back, Ian. And you've got Cara Hanlon, Scottish record holder on 50 breaststroke. That's not a bad opening 2 legs of your.
That's going to help you along.
Not bad. Brodie Gordon Gibson.
He's also, I think he's the second fastest ever for
50 so really crack team for Edinburgh Uni here. 31.04 for Cara. That's not bad, is it? Brody, good dive out. It's all for second, I think, really. It's in lane 5 at the moment. University of Aberdeen Performance just ahead of City of Glasgow. And you've got Kieran Lennox going here. He's handing over to Mary Machenko. Riri McKinnon's going to be chasing her down for City of Glasgow. Brody touches. 24.02 for him. Kira Slosson finishing off here. Better known as a flyer, Kira, but she's pretty hot in a 50 as well. So, and the race is really on at the back end here. Is Riri McKinnon going to be able to catch Marie Machenko? That's all to play for here, and it looks like he's just going to edge past as Kira comes in to give Edinburgh Uni the win. 146.4.
5-6 from Kira, 22.9 from Riri. Great split from him. 26.0 from Mary. Nice, some very good splits coming in.
Relays do bring it out in people, don't they?
Yeah.
And disqualification though in lane 7. I don't think that affects the rankings. Edinburgh Uni take the gold, City of Glasgow take the silver, University of Aberdeen Performance take the bronze, and the junior title went to that super swim in the previous heat of the Aberdeen Dolphins. So that's the swimming over. Excellent swims there. We've now got a raft of presentations to go, and we've got the 200 backstrokes, 1500 free for females, as well as the mixed medley. Derek McGowan, SASA president, is making all these presentations. Just waiting now, it's the female 1500. Is it the backstrokes first or the 1500s? Backstroke. So we're looking for. It's going to be the female backstroke first, and here they come. Giving the presentations, it is Derek McGowan, the SASA president, and here come the swimmers. So bronze medalist representing Edinburgh University is Anna Green. Silver medalist, University of Stirling, Susie McNair. And our gold medalist and Scottish Open champion from Bath University, it's Sophie Weston. Scottish national champion, it's University of Stirling, Susie McNair. And our Scottish junior title holder this year from East Lothian, it's Sarah Kravitz. Waiting. The 200 backstroke, bronze medalist from Bath University, it's Hubert Gedaniuk. Silver medalist from Edinburgh Uni, it's Andrew Brody. And gold medalist and Scottish title winner, Edinburgh University's Jordan McPhail. Scottish junior title goes to Nikolai Cisnet. Moving now on to the Females 1500. So the women's 1500 next, no. What's next presentation? Oh, it says on the 50, right, good. So now moving on to the relay presentations. And, good race we had there. Down we go and doing the presentations again. University of Aberdeen performers take the bronze medal in this mixed medley relay. They are Marie Wood, Micah van Blerk, Kieran Lennox and Marie Mishenko. Silver medalists. Riding on to the podium. Congratulations, University of Aberdeen. Silver medalist goes to the City of Glasgow A team. So that is Ciara Morris getting a medal there. Scott McDoodle. That's Melissa Mainwaring. And that's Scott McDougall there getting his. Rudy McKinnon, and the champions this year from Edinburgh University A team. And we have this one. So Cara Slosson, Cara Hanlon, Cody Gordon Gibson, and Scott Gibson. Super swim there from them. So that wraps up race medals. Congratulations, Edinburgh University. And the Scottish junior champions, again, as well as the freestyle team, they take the medley mixed team as well. And they are Harry Cook, Tanis Irinkov, Iona Riki Ayla, and Heather Clubb. Good evening's work for them. 2 junior national titles.
Yeah, well done, the Dolphins there. Well done to all those teams on getting on that podium.
Oh, that's good. Good race to end with on that one.
Yeah, excellent race. Some fast swimming in that.
Yep. So there are a few further presentations to be made. So this is the Burger Paints Award for the Scottish athlete, male or female, best performer, and it was Cara Hanlon with 878 points for her 106.95 100 breaststroke. So that's the top Scottish athlete award, and it's now the top teamer points. So we've got the awards here. So 10th in the top team, South Ayrshire, 89.5. In the 9th at Stirling Swim Club in 115. Equals 7th, Gary, South Lanarkshire with 131. 6th is Perth City with 139. Warren de Bath 5th with 143.5. City of Glasgow 4th with 411. In top 3 we have, in 3rd place, it's the University of Aberdeen performance with 523.50. In 2nd with 1,015.5 points, it's University of Stirling. And the top team with 1,064 points. Very close margin here. It's Edinburgh University. So I think that's the
boys one. The boys one.
Pardon?
You get a boys one.
There's combined boys and girls.
There's no boys on it.
There's no males on that. Okay, they've got it over there. They did it over there, and it was Cara. So congratulations, Edinburgh University there. That's top team, and they take that. I'm not sure that's been won by them for a number of years. University of Stirling have won that and dominated it for years and years, but congratulations to Edinburgh University. That wraps up the Scottish Open Championships for this year, and the live stream will be finishing as well. Ian, thank you very much for your company and your insights. Good evening swimming there. Good luck to all the Scottish swimmers swimming in the meets over the summer, various meets going on, and we look forward to seeing you. The next national event will be in this pool for the Scottish short course in December, and we'll look forward to you coming back and joining us then. But in the meantime, good night and have a good evening.